Amid heavy losses on the battlefield, Zelensky now appears to be turning to new tactics aimed at weakening Vladimir Putin by reshaping the diplomatic narrative around Russia's allies. Zelensky claimed that Chinese satellites had imaged Ukrainian territory shortly before Russian missile and drone strikes, suggesting a link between Beijing's space assets and Moscow's attacks. The claim was made on December 24th during a briefing by Ukraine's foreign intelligence chief and was later amplified by Zelensky in his own remarks. He said that the satellite imaging activity was connected to attacks on Ukraine's energy infrastructure, which has faced repeated strikes this winter. The Ukrainian leader also alleged growing ties between Russian and Chinese entities that he says are sharing space-based intelligence for military use. His statement was posted on Telegram while he was discussing new sanctions on Russian energy firms and those that support their operations. However, Chinese experts quickly dismissed the allegation as an old tactic designed to drag China into the Russia-Ukraine war politically. Researcher Zhang Hong argued that Kyiv is trying to pressure Beijing in order to gain more military aid and support from Western governments. Zhang warned that such accusations do nothing to end the war, and instead only escalate broader geopolitical tensions between major powers. China has repeatedly stated that it is not a party to the Russia-Ukraine conflict and insists it remains officially neutral. Chinese analyst Zhang Hong said, and I quote, "We have always adhered to the principle of neutrality, actively promoting peace talks and dialogue in the Ukraine crisis, and are committed to facilitating the peaceful resolution of disputes." Unquote. Zelensky also said that Kyiv is preparing a new package of sanctions aimed at those helping Russia sustain its war. He indicated that these sanctions could target foreign nationals and companies, potentially including some from China accused of aiding Moscow. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Lin Jian warned firmly against such unilateral sanctions being imposed by Ukraine. Lin said measures that bypass the UN Security Council violate international law and establish global rules on sanctions.
China has consistently opposed unilateral sanctions that violate international law and lack authorization from the UN Security Council. We urge Ukraine to immediately rectify its mistake. China will resolutely safeguard the legitimate rights and interests of Chinese enterprises and citizens. Since the outbreak of the Ukraine crisis, China has maintained close communication with all relevant parties, including Russia and Ukraine. We have remained committed to achieving a ceasefire and ending the war while promoting peace talks. Our efforts have been witnessed by the international community. China supports all efforts conducive to peace and will continue to play a constructive role in this regard.
Chinese commentary has noted that this is not the first time Kyiv has tried to publicly link Beijing to Russia's conduct in the war. In April, Zelensky claimed that China was producing weapons for Russia, a charge that drew widespread attention and concern. Beijing flatly denied that allegation and insisted it has never supplied lethal weapons to any side in the conflict. Despite these disputes, Zelensky recently thanked China for supporting Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity in diplomatic statements. He made those remarks while accepting the credentials of China's new ambassador to Ukraine, signaling a desire to keep ties open.
Chinese and Ukrainian diplomats met in Beijing on December 18th, where both sides praised decades of mutual benefit in their relations.
Beijing said it seeks long-term, stable ties with Kyiv, even as Zelensky turns up the rhetorical heat over China's links with Russia.